Hello everyone, Ashlyn Giza YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about food poisoning. The reason why I'm picking to choose to talk about food poisoning is because today I decided I wanted to eat a turkey and cheese sandwich, which is weird because I haven't wanted one for a very long time. But nonetheless, let's just say I toasted my bread, put turkey on there, cheese, and cut up an onion, which this is probably why I didn't know that the turkey wasn't very good because onions just are onions. They have a strong smell and they would probably cover the taste of a funny tasting meat. So, um my son, who's 8, I don't know why, but he was gonna eat some the other day, is what he told me, and he said that it smelled funny and didn't smell very good. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check the date of the meat. Why didn't you tell anybody and why didn't you throw it away? Type of thing. So I looked in the refrigerator, looked at the package of meat, and mind you, I've been ripping off little pieces of turkey meat along with cheese and baby yogurt bites to give to my 1 year old. And but I look at the package of the meat and it says October, good through October 19th, 2021. So that meat's a couple months old. And why it wasn't taken out of the refrigerator, why we didn't know, it's beyond me. It didn't even smell like it was rotted, really. It smelled like bologna, like how bologna smells. It just had maybe like kind of maybe a funny smell, not really a rotted smell, and it didn't have green or mold on it or none of that. So crazy. Like I ate half of the sandwich, and then my son said something, and then I looked at the box, and of course, I immediately did not eat the meat on my sandwich any longer, and I threw the package of meat away. But I'm sitting here nervous, thinking, okay, what if I get food poisoning? And my son, my 1 year old, let me tell you guys, has had a fever, has been acting funny, and also had diarrhea within the last week. And within the last week, he has ate that meat. So I think that he had food poisoning, and I think he's just now pulling out of it because he's been acting his normal self just recently. But now, then, I today had eaten half a sandwich of it, not very much of it though. So hopefully I don't get sick because I ate it about 2 hours ago. So I feel like I already would be feeling very sick, but you never know. And I'm also hoping and praying that since it's a processed deli meat, like deli meat is processed most of the time or all the time, I don't know, just I know it is most of the time, that I will not get sick because here's Christmas in 3 freaking days, and I don't want to be sick on that day. But nonetheless, so that's why I decided to talk about it with you guys. And I'm gonna read some stuff on food poisoning since I was googling and looking at the web for food poisoning stuff that can happen to you. So here we go. 1 second so I can open this up. Okay, I'm scrolling. Okay. Food poisoning. It's called foodborne illness. Illness caused by food contaminated with bacteria, viruses, parasites, or toxins. Infection organisms or their toxins are the most common causes of food poisoning. Okay. Food poisoning is usually self-diagnosable. Food poisoning symptoms may include cramping, nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. In the pain areas in the abdomen or rectum and whole body can be chills, dehydration, dizziness, fatigue, fever, lightheadedness, loss of appetite, malice, which is like, I think, just not feeling well, or sweating. The gastrointestinal can be bloating, diarrhea, gagging, and digestion. Nausea, vomiting, or stomach cramps. Also common is headache or weakness. Um, and then treatments consist of supportive care. Most food poisoning is mild and resolves without treatment. Ensuring adequate hydration is the most important aspect of treatment. Monitoring for changes or improvement, fluid replacement, or oral rehydration solution. And then medications can be any diarrheas. So, like I said, the medications can be anti-diarrhea, like the Pepmo, which is the pink medicine. Um, okay, here are some of the organisms that may cause food poisoning. Mind you guys, I'm not good at pronouncing things, but Campylobacter, bacteria found in contaminated or poorly processed foods and drinks. Coli, usually found in raw vegetables or undercooked meat. Listeria, mind you, again, I'm not good at pronouncing words, but that can be present in deli meats and soft cheeses. So that's the one that me and my son would have if we had anything. Or norovirus, which you can get from undercooked shellfish. Salmonella, which is typically found in undercooked poultry or raw eggs, and it can be fit like fish, Staphylococcus aureus, I don't know how to say that one, which can also cause staph infections. Okay. Ways to prevent it are washing your hands, dishes frequently in hot, soapy water. Wash raw vegetables or fruits. Handle raw food, especially meat, in a sanitary way. Refrigerate or freeze perishables that need to be stored promptly. Cook meat to proper temperature. Defrost frozen food safely and cook it immediately. If you take a food item out of your fridge and pantry and it looks questionable, throw it away, which is obvious. Maybe not to some people, but okay. And then remedies for food poisoning. Some remedies for food poisoning ease the symptoms, while others help to prevent dehydration, which can make the symptoms worse. So dehydration can make the symptom worse. Resting your body. Simple rest is one way to help your body heal from food poisoning. Take it easy while you are feeling better. So you want to eat bland foods if you get food poisoning, like crackers, or suck on ice chips to stay hydrated, or like Gatorade or Powerade or whatever. Okay, so one of the most complications of foodborne illness is dehydration, especially among young children and elderly adults. Um, unless dehydration is severe, it's often treatable at home. So, like sports drinks or water, electrolyte tablets can usually ease mild dehydration. Serious cases, though, would need to be going to a clinic or a hospital immediately so you can get fluids pumped into your veins. So the Brat Diet is what they tell you to eat, which would be the bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. And eat that as long as you're not feeling good. And that's what it says on the internet. So, I hope that I don't get sick. I will be making a video tomorrow, so you guys will know if I'm sick or not, because even if I do end up with a little food poisoning, I'm still going to get on to let you guys know if I got it or not and how I'm feeling. But I don't think it's going to happen, but I do have a lot of anxiety, and I am a type of person who gets anxiety attacks anyways, so yeah, I'm going to be freaking freaking out about this. So yeah, not a cool thing to run into right before Christmas Eve and Christmas. 2-month-old deli meat. Yeah. Um, so, anyways, though, that's my life topic for today, food poisoning. I hope that I don't get it, and I'm glad I kind of found out what happened to my son because we're not 100% sure what it could have been from because he literally just got 5 vaccinations because when infants are infants and they're babies and they turn, go on to turn 1, they get different variations of vaccinations, which people who have children, they know about that, but for people who don't have children, I'm just letting you know that that's what they do. And you can choose to get the vaccinations for your children or you can choose not to get them. And for me, I choose to get my children vaccinated. And for sports too, because when they go to school, they're gonna need the vaccinations to do sports. Otherwise, they most of the time won't be able to. At least where I live. Um, but we the point of me bringing that up is me and my husband thought that maybe he was getting feverish and kind of just not feeling good just from getting vaccinated. So we didn't know what it was from, but now we might have an idea that that might have could have been what the problem was. So not good. Glad he's feeling better. He's running around. He's talking. No fever. No throwing up. No diarrhea. Not looking pale or weird or anything like that. So yeah. And me, like I said, ate that a couple hours ago. Still not feeling nothing. So I think I'm gonna be okay. But yeah. Anyways, I will be on with another life topic tomorrow. Thank you guys.